colleague, the chairman, I heard a lot of slogans, a couple references to Moscow. I will just tell you, the CRA before this body is very simple.
Coal is reliable, it's affordable, and we know we're going to need this critical resource of baseload power as electricity demands continue to skyrocket. If your state has coal, we should be developing it, not burying it under bureaucracy. And no one produces coal cleaner or more responsibly than the United States. Nobody understands this better than President Trump, who is reversing the war on American energy and ushering in a new age of energy dominance. He's putting Montana over Moscow and the Powder River Basin over the PRC. We can be sure of one thing. The people who benefit from America not harnessing our abundant natural resources are currently sitting in Beijing, China, and where they are building new coal-fired power plants at a rate of 1 per week. In this global energy race, we cannot afford to lose.
It is an effort by House Republicans to do something that has never been done before in the history of the Congressional Review Act, which is to overturn a resource management plan. Why, you might ask, Mr. Speaker, do Republicans intend to take this unprecedented step? Simple, because they'd like to open up millions of acres in Montana, in North Dakota, and elsewhere to coal extraction. That's it. Very simple. We can probably dispense with I guess there's an hour of debate that we're allocated for purposes of these CRAs. It doesn't really get more complicated than that. Balanced resource management plans that were developed in consultation with the communities and the states at issue. And this Republican Congress has decided that it is of the utmost priority to, via legislative action, overturn resource management plans that, by the way, Mr. Speaker, could simply be reversed with a phone call to the Secretary of the Interior. Last time I checked, the Secretary of the Interior happens to be the former governor of North Dakota. So insofar as my colleagues on the other side of the aisle are so invested in overturning this resource management plan, perhaps they should call the former governor of North Dakota, who now works 2 miles from the U.S. Capitol, as the Secretary of the Interior, and ask the agency to follow the process by which a resource management plan is historically reconsidered. Instead, we're here on the House floor debating a CRA on the resource management plan, a giveaway to some of the biggest mining and oil companies on the planet. That's how House Republicans have decided to spend our time on the floor today. There are a lot of priorities, Mr. Speaker, that my constituents back in Colorado believe this House should consider. Reversing the draconian and cruel health care cuts that House Republicans pushed through just a mere 7 weeks ago. That is at the top of the list. I can tell you what's not on the list. CRA resolutions to overturn resource management plans so that more coal extraction and mining can be done in Montana. That's not on the list of priorities of my constituents, and I suspect that's the case for the vast majority of Americans. With that, Mr. Speaker, I'll reserve the balance of my time.